90 Day Fiancé Season 11 just became the most intense season yet. After being on air for over 10 years and having over 20 spin-offs, the 90 Day Fiancé franchise is known for being repetitive and occasionally losing its spark. However, as the couples near their wedding dates, I think 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 has become the most riveting season since the beginning of the OG series. 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 had a rough start. I most certainly didn't expect the turn of events that would occur and for it to happen so quickly. Except for the married couple, Amani and Matt Jalassi, who's dating Eni Aguirre, Season 11 seemed much like the other seasons. While Sarper Guven might have arrived in America with a new attitude, he and Shekinah Garner still have the same issues as their previous appearances. Then there's Mama's boy Greg Chillick, whose storyline closely resembles franchise villain Colt Johnson's. Mina Mac and Mark Bissett represent the common Maid-December relationship often seen in the franchise, and while Mahdi Al-Saudi tried not to let his Muslim beliefs impede his relationship, he refused to accept Stevie Savage's answers regarding her sexuality. However, the last two episodes have contained an absurd amount of drama that not only had my jaw dropping to the floor, but I think this may have turned into the best season I've seen in a long time. 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 Unusual amount of prenups and ultimatums. Prenups and ultimatums are quite common in the 90 Day Fiancé franchise. In fact, prenups have been an issue since the inception of the series. In Season 3, Nikki Mediano and Mark Shoemaker discussed and signed a prenup, and these issues only continued to be a main storyline for most of the franchise couples as the years went on. This season, though, I think the prenup and ultimatum discussions have topped all previous seasons. This year, it seems like all the couples are at odds and are unwilling to budge from their viewpoint. Sean Finch, Shekinah, and Mark all gave their fiancés a prenup. On top of that, Jessica Parsons also gave Juan David Daza an ultimatum that he could either work on the cruises or get married and be part of their family, not both. Even the throuple with Amani, Eni, and Matt was on the verge of ending if Amani didn't receive the answers and clarity she was looking for. Overall, in the last few episodes, I've watched all the couples reach major obstacles in their relationships, and I'm left wondering if any of them are strong enough to overcome them. Time is ticking, and I'm not sure who will get married. The main reason I find this so alarming is because of how far we are into the 90 Day Fiancé season already. Episode 16 just aired, and most of the couples are only days away from their wedding, but don't seem to be on the same page. Sean and Aaliyah Batista were preparing for their wedding day, and she still hadn't decided on signing the prenup. Shekinah and Sarper were also moments away from their wedding, but he added the most ridiculous wait clause to their prenup, so they'll likely have some negotiating to do. Mark and Mina are the only couple who seem to blow through the prenup with minimal issues, but there are other, familial, issues getting in the way of their wedding day. Similarly, Jessica and Juan and Stevie and Mahdi are also rapidly encroaching on their wedding days, and I'm not convinced either of them will make it. Mahdi was still hung up on Stevie's sexuality and revealed in his confessional he might have made a mistake. Meanwhile, Juan wants Jessica to learn Spanish and let him work on the cruise. Considering all the couples are facing extreme turmoil just days before the wedding really has me wondering who will actually make it to the altar this year. Or maybe this will be a year we see almost no weddings. In the end, I think Season 11 made a major comeback this year. I wasn't prepared for the amount of drama that happened. The season seemed to flow by quickly and didn't stick out much compared to the other seasons. However, these last few episodes and the drama they've produced had a reminiscent undertone of what the original series once stood for. I'm just as glued to my couch as ever, and I have no idea what to expect come the season finale and tell-alls. Overall, though, this season just did a 180, and I'm excited to see how the 90 Day Fiancé couples progress by the end.